Good morning. Welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. This is authentic day one. And I've been really racking my brains, racking my feeling sense, wondering what is authentic? For years I've been listening to things about authentic movement, and this isn't it. This isn't some big, how do I be authentic in the world in the biggest way possible? For me, this is how in the next 21 days, how do I turn up and listen to where I am and how I am and nourish, nurture, support, follow, be guided by the deep feelings of me as I travel into the winter, as I travel towards the winter solstice. For me, the winter solstice is, I think, my favorite day of the whole year. It's this transition point. It is like cosmic, it's elemental, it's the light, it's this incredible turning point of the year where nothing has really changed yet, but everything has changed. So how do I authentically follow and be guided by my inner sense of being as we travel into the solstice? That's all. yeah. So what you're going to need in the next 21 days. So you're going to need a belt. I have an old pair of yoga pants today. I couldn't find a belt for love nor money. So I have an old pair of yoga pants. Anything will do. Today we won't be using the belt as much, and anything we do today, you don't need a belt. But tomorrow have old pair of yoga pants, something, a belt, a yoga belt, whatever. Okay, really easy. Okay, just something that you can wrap around your foot and hold your leg. We're gonna have a chair for the end, and we have a candle. So I'm gonna light the candle now, and yeah, cool. It's very nice to be here. Very nice to begin again and to wonder where this will bring us or how this will deepen us or connect us. So come. Awesome, cool. So we're going to light our candle and then you're going to lie on the floor, okay? Nice. Light your candle and then come lie on the floor. Land in. Arrive. Just get a sense of this moment in your body. This moment. If there was a word or a phrase, if you were an animal, if you were a weather forecast, how would you, if you were a plant, how would you describe the felt sense of this moment in your body? Let's just check in and notice. Nice. And then flatten your lower back down, arch into your lower back. And what I love about the felt sense is it doesn't have to be perfect. There is no such thing as perfectness. Flattening down and then arching. Flattening down and arching. Sorry, I seem to have lost a light. 1 second. Flattening down, arching. Flattening down and arching. As you move, remember, you don't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be anything other than how am I in this moment? Arching, flattening down, be guided by your sensations. Arching, flattening down, and then roll like there's a clock on the back of your sacrum. Rolling, connecting, and then roll in the other direction. Nice. Drop both knees to the right. Drop your arms overhead, pausing there. Let's have a deep sense of the feeling tones, the felt sense, being in the now, being here now. Back to center. And then down to the other side. Both knees down towards the left. Pause. I love when spontaneous yawn feelings emerge. Oh, that was wonderful. There's a name for that yawn feeling, which is a pandiculation, which is where there's this kind of stretchy yawny feeling. So let's do that a few times. So drop your knees down towards the right, and then reach into your arms like you've just woken up. Just have this sense of maybe there's a yawn. Just to find that it's kind of into your fingers or into the long of you. And then back to center, pause for a moment. And then drop your knees down towards the left and reach into your arms like you've just woken up. And then back up to center. Nice. Bring your arms long beside you. And then roll up and down along your spine. Following the rising and the falling edge of you. Dropping and rising. I often ask myself the question, how do I know that I'm dropping? And how do I know that I'm rising? It seems pretty obvious, but it's just always really interesting to find the nuance and the directional information, the proprioceptive information, the direction of contact with the floor, or the sense of engagement. Muscular engagement on the rise is different than muscular engagement on the drop. It feels really different. One has a contractile, gathering more and more and more feeling, whereas the other has a dropping, softening, down and down feeling. So just feel. What tells you that you're rising? Where tells you that you're rising? And what tells you that you're dropping? And really feel. They are really different in tone, in texture, in direction. Nice. One more time. Super. Arms straight out to your sides, out into a T. Drop both knees down to the right. And then draw your left knee up in the direction of your right shoulder. Pause. Left shoulder, draw it deeper towards the floor. Nice. All the way back to center. And draw your right knee up in the direction of your left shoulder. And back to center. And just begin to travel from side to side into gliders. As you travel, as you feel, as you sense. Often on the first morning of a journey, I start thinking about, all you yogis out there, all over the world. We have someone in Japan at the moment. We have Frederica in Austria that Joseph met last week. We have Karina in Austria. There's Catherine in England. There's Margaret in America. There's Catherine in Galway. There's Lorna. There's Catherine. There's loads of Catherines, actually. There's loads of Sineads, actually, as well. There's a few Ashlings. There's loads of Maireads. It's funny. There's all these, all of you guys, just all of us moving, connecting, being here together, noticing There's Caroline from down the road. There's me from in town. I love the patina of as I move, as I feel into my body, I'm reminded of ye. I'm reminded of this community, this journey together as we move, as we connect. Nice. Come back to center, squeeze your knees up onto your chest, hug them in, pause. And just go into the deep of you. Can you find your midline? Sense of that inner elevator, inner escalator that you fall down into as you connect inwards. Find your inner waterfall or that inner space, the cavern of you, the cave of you. For me, it's somewhere behind the back of my eyes, and then I fall down this deep tunnel into the deep of me. It's like down into the deep of my chest, the deep of my spine, the deep of my heart. As I connect in, as I listen in. Nice. So if you do have an old pair of yoga pants, a belt, a piece of whatever, okay, or nothing at all. Today we don't need the whole time. Actually, we don't need anything at all. But if you do have something, it's great. So lasso your right foot and bring whatever it is, a jumper, a long pair of tights, whatever it is that you want. These are actually really good, these old pair of yoga pants. So anyways, I know people have used underpants. It's the funniest thing. So right leg is up towards the ceiling, holding on to your belt or whatever it is that you're holding on to. Hold on to your underpants and then just pause there. So find the length of your spine. I'm going to walk my shoulders away from my pelvis and I'm going to drop the weight of my pelvis into the floor. And then really slowly, I'm going to draw my toes towards my face. And then very slowly just draw my toes away from my face. It's only a very small movement. Draw your toes towards your face. And then draw your toes away. One more time. Draw your toes towards your face and pause there. Lengthen into that right leg and really anchor the deep hip socket into, it's like I plug the deep of my leg down into the floor, down into my hip. Nice. Let your left leg travel. Draw your left knee up towards you so it bangs into the left leg, left hand, and then let your left toes touch the floor. Feel how your abdominal muscles engage. Draw your left knee up towards you, let it bang into, and then let your left heel come to the floor. Feel how your abdominal muscles engage. And then again, knee travels up. Maybe you continue with either toes or heel touching the floor, or maybe you lengthen your leg long until it floats just above the floor. Bend your knee, draw your knee up towards you, and then lengthen through your leg, whatever way you do. And then again, bend your knee, draw your knee up towards you, and lengthen your leg and pause. So anchor down. So either your toes are touching the floor lightly, your heel is touching the floor lightly, or your left leg is long and strong. Pause. And then just check in with that right leg, wiggle your toes a little bit. Nice. Bend your left knee, bring your foot to the floor, drop your right foot to the floor, and then lasso your left leg and pause. So the ball of my foot is where the belt or the yoga pants are resting. And just pause there. Walk your shoulders away from your hips, flatten into your lower back. Drop the weight of your hip and your leg towards the floor. Lean into the back of your thigh, and then draw your toes a little bit towards you, and then draw your toes a little bit away. Towards and away. Towards and away. Nice. Draw your right knee up towards you. Let it bang into you. And then drop your right toes to touch the floor. Really lightly. Feel the engagement of your abdominal muscles. Draw your knee up towards you. And then let your heel touch the floor. Feel the engagement. See if that's enough. Or knee comes up. And then maybe you lengthen your leg long until it floats just above the floor. Bend your knee. Draw it up towards you. Lengthen your leg long. And again, bend your knee, draw your knee up towards you. Next time we go, we're going to pause. Right leg is lengthening, left foot is in the belt. Anchor down through the pelvis. Drop your weight deeply backwards. Really feel weight of you. It's like you're stuck to the floor. You're really solid on the floor. Nice. Bend your right knee. Bend your left knee, both feet to the floor. Nice. How super cool. So rolling over. Push into your downward dog, all the way back. Downward dog. And just find that sense of length through your legs, length through your arms. And so earlier we were wiggling our toes, so lift your toes up off the floor, drop your toes, lift your toes, drop your toes. They might not lift at all. And just that idea of how would I lift my toes? Nice. Drop your knees to the floor. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Lengthen your left leg long behind you, fingertips to the floor. Left leg is long, so bend your back knee, left knee, and then straighten your left leg long and strong behind you. And really find that sense of, oh, when I bend my back knee, there's a softening. And when I straighten my leg, there's engagement and lengthening. Bend your knee, softening. Straighten your leg, engagement. Bend your knee, and then straighten. Pause in the straightening. Lean your hips a little bit more towards the floor. Drop the weight of your pelvis towards the floor. Lean into your thigh a little bit more. Step back into your downward dog. All the way back. Pull back through your heels. Pause. Nice. Knees to the floor. Step your left foot forward between your hands. Lengthen your back leg. And then soften your back knee. Lengthen your back leg. Feel that you're leaning into something as you straighten your back leg. It's that question of what's the difference between rising up and dropping down in the bridge pose? Same thing. What's the difference between bending your knee and then leaning into lengthening as you straighten the back leg? Bend your back knee and then leaning into lengthening. Bend your back knee and then leaning into lengthening. Nice. Pause there. Back leg is long and strong. Hips are leaning into towards the floor. Hands are solid and strong on the floor. Either hands are flat or you're up on your fingertips, as you wish. Nice. Downward dog. Pull back. Super. So bring your right knee forward between your two hands. Come into zigzag. So two knees are bent. Both knees are pointing towards the right side. Bring your right elbow down. Bring your left elbow down. Rest your chest down on top of that right thigh. Lean into it. Wiggle your toes. And in every pose, we can find that sense of the rebound and the lengthening. So here as well. So find your feet. Connect your legs with intention or with just presence. Find your pelvis. Really feel like you're alive in your pelvis. Lengthen your spine. Engage your arms. And just feel what has changed. It's like I've embodied differently, or I've connected differently as I lie here, as I rest here. Nice. Both hands to the floor. Step back. And then bring the left knee forward. Bring your two elbows down either side of the left knee. And again, find your feet. Find your legs, pelvis, spine. Engage your arms. Pause. Nice. And come all the way up. Stretch both legs long. Just do a simple twist, twisting towards the right. And then twisting towards the left. Nice. So at the end of every class, up until the winter solstice, we're going to do a short meditation. If you feel like, oh no, I'm not going to do that, you can head off into your day. Maybe you only do it at the weekend. Maybe you do it only on Wednesdays and Thursdays because Monday's too busy, or whatever you need to do. So you can either just lie on the floor, or I'm going to do it with a chair. Okay. And so I'll show you what I'm going to do. I put a chair down. And so you can use the side of a bed. You can use a couch. You can use a table. You can use a chair. Whatever feels like, whatever's around actually will work. And then I have a block, a yoga block. You can use a pillow if you want, a blanket, or a book that is 3 fingers thick. So when I put up 3 fingers, like so, that's 3 fingers. And then if I put it at the edge of the block, it's 3 fingers thick. Okay? Put your block down, or whatever it is you're putting underneath your head, and put your legs up on your chair, and then come lie down. So legs resting, I'm going to say on a couch, chair, table, head resting on something of support, arms long beside you. So we're just going to do a 3-minute meditation from here, okay? Again, if you want to just pause for a moment and then head off, please do. If you're staying, then wonderful. So as you settle in, just feel the support of the whatever it is you have under your head and whatever it is you have under your legs. So it could be that you're just lying flat on the floor. It could be that you have a block and a chair. And then just take a few longer, deeper sighing breaths. And let your exhale really lengthen as you sigh the exhalation out. Nice. Soften into your forehead. Soften through your eyes, your eyelids, the lines of expression around your eyes, your cheeks, your cheekbones, your nose, your nostrils, the septum between both of your nostrils. Really feel that there are 2 separate nostrils. One might be bigger, more open, one might be more congested or smaller. Just feel that in this moment. The air on the way into your nostrils is cooler. The air on the way out is warmer and more humid. Lips, teeth, gums, softening into your jaw. So there's a slight gapping between your teeth, a fall or a softening in the jaw muscles. Softening through the front of your throat, the back of your neck. Let your shoulders fall a bit deeper into the floor. So I know that my shoulders are falling deeper into the floor because there's more of my shoulders on the floor. You could unpack your shoulders if you wanted to, or just trust that they can fall from where they are. And just feel the length of your spine from the back of your head all the way down through the back of your neck, down through the back of your rib cage, the torso, the lower back, the sacrum, and all the way down to your coccyx. Really feel the weight of your pelvis on the floor, the weight of your legs on the chair, the weight of your arms wherever they're resting. So as you lie here, where is your wellness? Where is the place that when you feel it, you think, that just feels really nice? For me, there's something about the way my hands are resting on my belly. I'm just feeling that right now. Feel wherever it is for you feels like wellness. Maybe deepen into that sense of wellness in this moment. Where is your wellness? How do you feel it? Like lean into that sensation. Let it be really important to feel well and able, or warm and soft, or cozy and held, or cool and connected. Whatever it might be, let that feeling be really important. Nice. So you can stay there for another while if you wish, just resting there, pausing there, letting that you just allow your natural sense, if you have time, stay. Some of you have texted to say that you're going to be weekend meditators. I completely understand. And yeah, I heard this guy Tony, can't remember Tony. I can't remember his second name. So Tony, he was saying that he's one of these inspirational speakers. He was saying that if I was to ask you, look around the room that you're in right now and tell me all the pink things that you see. So you go, oh, that's pink. Oh, that's pink. That's kind of pink. That's pink. That's kind of pink. So we can point and tell where we see pink things. And I go, oh, so this time tell me where you see everything orange. Now I'm like, oh, orange, 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 orange. And it's a different focus. I can see different things. And so same thing, if you're focused and noticing the wellness of you and the things that are well within you, you begin to notice more of it. And it changes how you perceive your day or your life or your body or this moment. And so we're going to be cultivating a present time awareness of our wellness as we move through this month. So whoever's here still, well done. Yeah, this is a long class, but so we're going to be doing that meditation at the end. You can choose not to do it or do it, but those of you who are still here have chosen to do it. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for joining me, and yeah, so wonderful, really, really wonderful. Great, ciao, Sloan.